In 1931, the Donoghmore Commission gave Ceylon a something unique, a system where everyone was a minister and no one was a king. It was called the Executive Committee System. It was designed to teach a nation how to govern through consensus. But by 2026, in this room, the consensus feels more like a cage. After Ditwa and economic crisis, here we are going to start an important discussion.
I have to walk into a room with 6 people who all hate each other's ideas. Donoghmore designs this is no one could be a king. It was supposed to teach us consensus. But today, I feel like I'm trying to herd lions in a cage. We have 1 million rupees. No, it's 10 million rupees. And 2 hours to decide its fate. The world calls us a talking shop. But we have to stop talking. And the whole thing falls apart. I just hope we can find a middle ground before the clock strikes 4.
The strength of our nation is not in AC room. It's on this floor. These workers are one-paid speed tax of a slow government. Today I'm going to demand 25 lakhs for job securities. Politicians call it consent, but workers feel like being ignored by 7 people at once. But today, I won't let them hide behind a mahogany table.
I have been waiting 43 days for a single permit that was already approved. Why? Because in the committee system, everyone has power to say wait. No one has power to say go. Inclusion is beautiful word, but it kills my business. Every time one committee talks to another, a small business dies. So, finally I have a chance. I am going to this room to show these papers.
Money is the only currency matter. The committee system is bankrupting us. While Ranuja checks the times, the world moves on. We don't need more fairness. We need a decision. Any decision. I am bringing laptop full of missing opportunities to this meeting. If we don't move to executive model, we are just fossil waiting to be buried. I am not going to make friends there. I am going to serve economics from people putting it.
Good morning guys, welcome to the economic show. For today's session we have our guest speaker. Nowadays we are talking about the budget and how we are going to allocate the budget for different fields. For that we today invited our guest of honor, the guest of our speaker, Mr. Ishan. Good morning sir. The Fiscal Development and Economic Development MP of the Economic Development Committee under Donoghmore rules.
Rules are the only thing keep us from chaos. People like Vihangi, she want to spend the money, but we don't have. People like Rakavi, she want to break the law that keep us stable. My job is the hardest one. I have to be no in a room full of I want. Under the IMF protocol, every decision must be logged. It isn't about being slow. It is about being legal. If we break Section 7 Clause B, we don't just lose the country. We don't lose the budget, we lose the country.
Today it is about the youth. Today we are going to talk about how the budget allocation facilitates the future of the country. It is about the youth.
My generation is already ready to leave this country. We know that. See, this talking shop just waste of time. They delay our future by spending everything to small communities. They give me a small microphone. They can say they listen to us, but they never really hear what we say. I am asking for 50 lakhs digital skills.
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss and tomorrow we are going to decide whether the budget allocation for youth is come and facilitated and justified by the Donoghmore rules and their committee meeting.
It's track.
just like promises made every budget cycle. My people don't care about the executive committee or Donoghmore rules. They care about the voter. I am heading to Colombo today, not to argue, but to survive. They tell me I have a seat at the table, but the seat doesn't feed a village. I have to 40 lakhs to make them see this field. Then I will scream until lose my voice. In this system, if you are not loud, you are invisible.
Now we are going to start our economic development meeting under Donoghmore rules. So we have time until 4 p.m. and remember we have very limited budget of 10 million rupees, and by the day we have to decide how we are going to spend that money with very limited resources and many problems on the other hand.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. Under the IMS transparency protocol, every dissenting voice must be logged before the vote. How should we take the notes?
The usual way, Ishan. But please, let's focus on the decision, not the documentation delay.
Good luck with that. This committee system is forced. It makes us talk until the opportunity has already passed. When we debate the font of the time, markets have already moved.
This is the flow of the Donoghmore ghost. When everyone is responsible, no one is accountable for the clock. Too much talking and slow action.
My villagers are drowning in debt. This system is technically fair because I have a seat. But having a voice is not the same as having vibrant economy. I am demanding 40 lakhs for social service.
What about the factories? Workers need supported meals, not just a seat at a mahogany table. The strength of this committee is that I can't be ignored. The weakness, I'm talking to brick wall. I want 25 lakhs for job security.
You call this democracy. We call it talking shop. You include us just to say that you listen. But then you use community rules. It barrier to our ideas in sub-community. I want 50 lakhs digital skills, or the generation is leaving Dubai.
I have waited 43 days for a permit this very room approved last month. Why? Because the executive committee has checked statutory committee who has checked with the general council.
As the strength of this system prevents any one group from having too much power. But on the other hand, here we see the paradox. Donoghmore was designed to prevent a dictatorship of the majority. It ensures the minority is heard. But when every person has a veto by exhaustion, the system becomes a dictatorship of the status quo. The bitter truth. Generally, this is what happens. Inside the system, they fight as enemies. But in the end, they all are friends. At some points, they pretend that they protect us.
We can just spend the money. The IMF requires no deficit. If we give 40% rule ahead, where does it come from?
If you tax us strictly to pay for rural needs, you kill only economical engines we have left.
And if workers are too hungry to run that engine, what will? We are sitting in the corners defending interest while countries waiting for one decision.
We have no party to tell us how to vote. We are 7 individuals with 7 different mates. It is democracy.
Yeah. This system is made to prevent tyranny of majority. So what if Priya or the rural development get 30% for the same village and 10% goes to the youth to develop in the same village?
If my clinic get benefit, I can compromise on the space, but Vihangi must provide the labor.
I will provide workers, but Rakavi ensures local small business gets contracts for materials, no longer big city corporations.
Agreed. Local materials and local labor keep the money in the community.
Yeah. That is not a perfect solution, but we can accept that. Let's move forward.
It is a slow democracy. It prevents the great leap forward, but it also prevents the great fall. It is a safety net made of red tape. But on the other hand, including everyone is hard to be decisive. Good evening, citizens. The Economic Development Committee of Donoghmore Commission gathered in Colombo to discuss the budget allocation of this year. So, the citizens, we are eagerly waiting for the budget allocations and how interesting it is affected to the different fields of the country. And we'll see how the budget allocation goes and stay tuned for more updates.
20 lakhs for jobs. This is my final order. I will block the rest of budget if this is.
We can. Section 7 clause B. We have death obligation. You are asking us to break the law.
Then the law is suicide pact for my villager.
That's why the committee fails. 7 people means 7 people can say no. We need a single executive.
Calm down, guys, calm down. The strength of Donoghmore is that we can come to a middle ground by discussing. The power is no more in one single hand. Not one businessman, not one in MP, or not one in group, or the unions.
Wait, Mamtha, look at this. If my rural clinic became your digital training center, we could share the 40 lakhs.
Yes, and my interns can build health technological database for the villages. We don't need 2 separate budgets, okay? If private sector manages the structure, I will break the rules. It serves Ishan's precious votes.
And the workers? Oh, they will send us no guaranteed jobs for 3 years.
Yeah, so no one gets everything, everyone gets something. That's fine.
Finally, the committee rises. The problem isn't solved, but the country moves 1 inch forward. In the talking shop, that is considered a victory. But also, this step prevents one person from making bad single-handed decisions. Guys, finally the Economic Development Committee meeting is over. I am one of the reporter from Economics live YouTube channel. So I am going to ask from our MPs how they felt of the discussion and what are the feedbacks of the discussion. So first we have the Labour Development member MP. Ma'am, what do you think about the discussion?
We get 3 years of guaranteed job. We didn't get everything, but the doors stay open.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So when it moves to the youth member, I have the MP, ma'am. What do you think, ma'am?
We are go to the health database. We are staying. Finally, talking shop is listened.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So also there's an interesting speech by our fiscal MP as well. Mr. Ishan is with us.
We got the health database. We are asking, we are staying, and we listened.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, and also we have the Rural Development MP with us. Ma'am, what do you think about the discussion?
Clinic and digital centers are margin. It's compromise. But at least water will flow.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And also we have our SME development, small business, ma'am. So, what do you think about the discussion, ma'am?
From management of the tech infrastructures start now. The red tape is final time.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So, and also we have another MP with us. Ma'am, what do you think about today's discussion?
Yeah, a tax break instead of subsidy. It's slow and messy, but country moves 1 inch forward.
Yeah, it is all about us and Donoghmore rules, and we see you guys in another episode.